Hey everyone, this is Kara with the Barn Church and Ministries here in St. Joe, Michigan. I'm so happy you are watching Reload. Please let us know if it's impacted your life in some way, and if it has, share it with somebody else. We'd love to get the message out. Today, let's talk about friends or enemies. John 15:15 says, "No longer do I call you servants, for the servant does not know what the master is doing. But I have called you friends, for all that I have heard from my Father, I have made known to you." Here's the deal. God wants a relationship with us. He wants us to respect him as Father, but also have fun with him like a friend. He wants us to be open to him and hearing his voice. He wants us to know him and be open to his plan and his ways for our life. So here's the deal. Some people are going to choose to stay hostile toward God. And here's what he says about people that choose to stay hostile toward him. James 4:4, he says, "You adulterous people, do you not know that friendship with the world is enmity with the Lord? Therefore, whoever wishes to be a friend of the world makes himself an enemy of God." That's very serious. If we are saved and Jesus is truly the love of our life, we can't also be friends with the world. That doesn't mean we won't have friends in the world, but the world's desires cannot and will never line up with his desires, and his desires are who we need to submit to in our life, because he knows the best possible outcome for our life and the best possible plan for our life. It's all him. Jesus is coming back someday, but he's not coming back for someone who has one foot in him and one foot in the world, one foot in his ways and one foot in theirs. I would describe the world as people who will not submit to his will because for whatever reason, they just don't want to. I mean, it's a choice, but they just don't want to. Maybe it's fear of man. Maybe it's selfishness. Maybe it's pride. Maybe it's fear of failure. Whatever it is, it will not work for you. You cannot be an enemy of God because he isn't coming back for an enemy. He is coming back for a bride. Revelations 22:17 says, "The Spirit and the bride say, 'Come.' And let the one who hears say, 'Come.' And let the one who is thirsty come. And let the one who desires take the water of life without price." The bride, a bride is thirsty and has laid down everything for him. And of the bride, he says in Isaiah 62:3-4, "You shall be a crown of beauty in the hand of the Lord, and a royal diadem in the hand of your God. You shall no more be termed forsaken, and your land shall no more be termed desolate, but you shall be called, 'My delight is in her,' and your land married, for the Lord delights in you, and your land shall be married." Those are good things. Don't you want to be a bride of Christ? Don't you want to make that choice? Is it easy to submit your will to his? No, but it is worth it. It is so worth it. Obedience and sacrifice is worth the reward, but obedience is more important than sacrifice. Revelations 19:7-8 says, "Let us rejoice and exult and give him the glory, for the marriage of the Lamb has come, and the bride has made herself ready. It was granted her to clothe herself with fine linen, bright and pure, for the fine linen is the righteous deeds of the saints." The bride gets clothed beautifully. The enemy does not. An enemy does not follow God's ways. Sometimes they might say that they do, but you can tell by their fruit that they don't. You can tell by what comes out of their mouth that they're really an enemy of God. So which will you be? Will you be a friend or will you be an enemy? The choice is yours. The choice is yours. Open your heart to his ways and he will do something amazing, I promise. So I challenge you to do that. And that's all I have for now. Find us on Facebook, Instagram, all the social medias at The Barn Ministries, or our website is thebarn.church. And we will see you next week.